Now it is.
Now it's on. Woohoo!
Okay.
It's all right. You didn't need to listen to the rest of that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're back. We were just saying really horrible things about everyone, and then
we were absolutely. So it's a good job you didn't hear.
Yeah, so we just decided to mute the mic for that bit. It was all planned. It's all planned. We don't make mistakes here, do we?
Hence why you've all of a sudden brought the mic in.
Yeah, just now. Hugh Kelvin Morgan was in quick with audio. Bad biscuit. Lex was upset that you weren't in the previous stream. So she's happy to see that you're here, I'm guessing. We've got, okay, we can't hear you. JR Reselling, thank you for popping in. Tracy Parks as well. Look, I'm going to try to stay awake for their stream. I'm going to say it again. They've got a stream.
I love the way you always say I'm going to
do it. If you can't hear you, this is great though. We could do like a whole show like mime.
We should just do it.
How do mimes do that thing? You know that thing? Like,
we should just talk and just have no sound.
Yeah. That would be so good.
Right?
I think that would be amazing. Happy New Year, noobs, says Tracy. Also pretty, says Lex. Thanks, Lex. Appreciate it. I'm not looking my best today, to be honest, but I appreciate you think that,
Yeah, you're always pretty.
I've let it go, haven't I?
A little bit.
I've let it go, it's so easy to just... I can't shave, Yeah. I've got this hair that grows on my nose. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. They probably can't see it, but I can see it.
You probably can now. Hold on.
You've got two there, actually.
I've got two?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can see it, look.
Yeah, you can see it.
There.
Yeah.
That hair, that's literally growing on my nose.
Should we zoom back out?
Okay. Yeah.
People don't want to see the hair on your nose.
It's just growing. And I don't know what... Normally I'd be like, I should probably shave, but I've got hair growing on my nose,
You're just like, nah.
Normally hair doesn't grow on noses, does it?
No.
Like,
For you it does.
For me it does, And it's just... I don't know what to do with it, so I'm kind of like, I'm just going to roll with it, I think.
We're just going to roll with it.
But it'll get to the point where I'll get annoyed, won't I?
Yeah, you will. Do you know what?
We'll go
the
somewhere.
point he will get to is when
we're going to Five Guys.
It annoys him when he has to eat a burger with a beard. And that's when he decides that he's going to shave. So if I go, oh yeah, we're going to go Trafford Centre, that means we're going to have Five Guys, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, better shave.
Better shave for Five Guys, yeah.
So he shaves for Five Guys.
I can lip read. I know who you called it, says Lex. BCP, Bumcrack Vicar, thank you for popping in. Tam and Bell, thank you for popping in. Leanne, thank you for popping in as well. Jen's Multiverse, Happy New Year to you as well, Jen's Multiverse. Yes, it's New Year's Eve. Yeah, right, says Tracy. Oh, that's such a burn, that is.
I know.
That wasn't even
that wasn't even hidden. That was
right.
Right. I believe you.
Good evening, Pexy, says Nadine. Hi, Nadine.
Hi.
JR saying Happy New Year to Tam Bell. And Happy New Year to everyone in the chat. Those are Sasquatch hairs, says Tracy. I can be a bit of a Sasquatch, can't I? What?
Yeah. The dog keeps trying to lick my hands.
Oh, is that what you're saying stop to? I was like, why are you saying stop? Am I saying something?
No.
Sales of the Unexpected. Is that... I believe that is the new name for the vinegar jar.
Yeah, that's Peter.
That is the new name for the vinegar jar. Happy New Year to you as well. And BCP says the hair's nose is trying to grow its own beard. Says BCP. Yeah, I think it's at that stage now, isn't it? My nose is trying to grow a beard. Yeah. It's one of those things. I need to sort it out. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just get in a funk. Do you ever get in a funk like that as well? I don't know. You don't really get in funks. You always look after yourself to an extent.
Yeah.
No? No, it's like at least you iron your clothes and stuff, won't you?
Yeah, I do iron my clothes.
You get up and you iron your clothes. Yeah. Me, I go as far. I wake up, I'll brush my teeth and stuff, and I'll just be like, oh, the face, and I'll just wash the face, and I just put on whatever. I've really lost.
He makes me laugh, right? Because he thinks it takes him 5 minutes to get dressed, and it takes him way longer, right?
Yeah.
So it will be when Zara's back at college, and I'll go, what time have I got to drop her off? And I'll be like, well, you should really go upstairs and go and get dressed. And so I'll be like, oh, you've got to leave the house at like 8:30 or 8:35 or whatever. And then he'll be like, oh, yeah, I've got plenty of time. Like 8:30, he runs upstairs, quickly goes and gets dressed, right? And then he's not out the door until like 8:45.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I at the moment, I think I've been in a bit of a funk. And, you know, we've got a photograph here that kind of describes my day today, doesn't it, really, hun?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
are you gonna share it, man?
Yeah, may as well. This is what I was up to early. You've got to try to relax, haven't you? Really, and you know, may as well as a New Year's Eve treat to people, just to let you in on the glamorous lifestyles that we lead here. Yeah, I'm going to share with you a photograph. Thousands of the Unexpected says, "I'm a new reseller. Please, can you help?" Ha ha ha! I didn't fall for that, did I, Pete? Oh my God, a chin wag, says Dave Repairs.
Oh, we haven't called it a
We haven't
chin
called
wag.
it that. We haven't called it. Yeah,
it's
we
just
haven't.
a chat, man. It's just a chat.
Z, are you still banned from the washing machine, says Dave. Actually, no. I am now head of the dishwasher.
I'm telling you a proper title.
Yeah, what was the proper title?
What's the proper title?
I can't remember now.
You're
Chief
like
Operations.
You're coordinator.
International Coordinator of Dishwashing.
Yeah, that's it.
I figured out, right, that one of the way that these guys were loading the plates was stopping the spinneroonie thing in the dishwasher from doing its thing, right?
Everyone knows what that one is.
Okay,
yeah.
you know the thing that goes and washes the dishes? I was noticing the dishes weren't coming out very clean. So I went and took matters into my own hands and took charge. I'm like chief responsible for, and since I've taken over the dishwashing empire, like dishwashing section.
We haven't had the same issues, have we?
No, clean, crystal clear glasses coming out, clean plates coming out, all thanks to...
And he even washes it on the fast wash,
I
which
even
none
wash-
of us
yeah.
used to do. We
Yeah.
used to do like the intense.
They used to do intense, no regard for the environment whatsoever. You know, I'm all about that. And not only are we getting clean dishes, huh? That's one thing.
Should we,
right?
should we just,
Okay.
just
All right.
let's move on.
And I'm trying to show you guys, you know, just as a little New Year's Eve treat, this is what I was up to earlier today. Check it out. There's me having a little nap on the sofa. And as I nap on the sofa, the dog always likes to join me. And Beck decided it would be a good idea.
The dog wasn't even sleeping.
Yeah, but how could you... Look at my socks. You know, there's my jeans. You know, almost some crack, but not quite. Luckily,
Not quite.
Luckily, there's no. You know,
I wouldn't have taken it if there was like.
you wouldn't have taken it if there was crack. Oh, that's good to know. Actually, I feel safer around you.
I've got standards.
You
Man.
got standards. And there's Alf just chilling. See, this is how you should enjoy. If you know what, forget learning how to resell. I'll show you guys how to chill. Right. This is
chill mode.
High level chilling, isn't it? Really, like actual high level chilling.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, if you want to learn how to relax, that picture there, I think. Look at how content I look. Not a care in the world.
And you'll notice, right, if you can actually read the screen, right? I actually sent this at 6 o'clock.
Today at 6.
Okay, so this was today at 6.
Yeah. Today is just before the chat, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my relaxation photograph there.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, you could zoom in as well.
Yeah, we're not doing the zoom in one. That's even like closer, man.
Closer, yes.
I think you're zoomed enough.
You think I'm zoomed enough? You think that's plenty? You know,
there's plenty of zoom.
What you know, if you guys you know ever need tips on how to relax, you know, come to me and I will share with you guys how to chill out the best you can. You know, not as well as you. BCP, Night's Life has popped in. Hey, how are you, Rich? Steve Green Adventure as well. Hi, Steve. Thank you for popping in.
Yeah.
Speaking of socks, did the girls like their present?
Yes.
They did.
They did.
They're actually wearing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
well, that's the whole idea.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes people get gifts like that and then they don't. You know, do you know what I mean? Like. Ooh.
Happy New Year's, Beck and Z. We
Thank you very much, Tommy, for the $5 super chat. We love you too. Happy New Year's.
It's still going. You're talking over it.
Thank you. I don't know what to say really, but thank you so much for the super chat. I am gonna be trying to stay awake. Tracy doesn't believe me, but I am gonna try to stay awake. Dog is teabagging and a heavy dog is teabagging. I don't think so, Dave. Those are some bold socks, he says, Steve. So cute, Alf. I mean, not Z. Alf, I mean, not Z. I thought it was, I thought my socks, those were a Christmas gift, weren't they? We all got those, didn't we?
Yeah, those. Yeah. My sister sent up.
They came in like a little box, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was socks, and they're very crazy, but they're really cool.
So yeah, we love those socks. I've been wearing all those different colour.
Yeah.
There's all different variations.
There are different variations.
Yeah. So that's happening. Porky's discounts, chop busy. Oh wow, so a lot of people popping in. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Peter Gregg has popped in as well. Oh. Peter Gregg, so kind of you to pop in. Want to wish you guys the best ever 2022. That's very kind of you. You really, you're too kind, Peter Gregg. None of that is true. We're not an inspiration to anyone, and we don't deserve any credit. And we certainly don't put a lot of effort into our education or discipline. But Happy New Year to you as well, Peter. Really appreciate it. Lovely words. I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't, you should definitely check out Peter Gregg's channel. It's not related to reselling. It's a camera tech channel. But if you want to see the most awesome Christmas room ever, Peter Gregg has that on lockdown, and he's just such a nice guy. He's the nicest guy. He really is. Tommy saves their marriage, says Dave Repairs. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. The Veranda Files. Hey, you two, Happy New Year. Happy New Year as well. Is everyone really looking forward to 2022? Am I the only one that's a bit... It's going to be a bit like the last year, isn't it? I mean, isn't it? I'm not setting out, I did the same last year. I didn't set out my hopes that high. Yeah. But then again, I was working for the NHS last year, so. and not just that, but also, do you guys do the whole New Year's resolution and stuff? I'm you know what? Unless, I don't want to, I just can't do any of that stuff. I just can't get myself into any of that stuff. I want to believe it or not, guys, I might not have mentioned this before, but I need to lose a little bit of weight.
And you mention it all the time. Why are you saying you don't mention it?
They probably can't see it. They're probably thinking, they're looking at me
nose here. Yeah, really?
They're looking at me and they can just see the embodiment of human perfection. See, you look at me and you think like that. Yeah,
really.
They're looking at me right now. And then they're just thinking, how could he improve? In what way? They look at the chiseled jawline, the hair.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah. And so, but surprisingly, I feel I can see that there's room for improvement.
Even Alf's got bored. He's gone to sleep.
He's taken. That's just unnecessary, quite frankly. But I do want to get myself fit, but I don't want to do it with a New Year's resolution. I'm actually going to be talking to Steve from the movie chat.
Yeah.
And he.
Oh yeah, you put it on hold.
I put it on hold for Christmas.
Well, I think it was more your effort.
It was more me. Yeah. He was losing weight, the bastard. So I was just like, what? I can't be doing. I was eating cake and stuff, and there's him sending him dropping pounds, and then I'm having to go. Oh, that's really good, Steve. And inside I'm thinking, so it wasn't healthy.
But how many donuts and stuff like that were you eating?
Loads. That's the thing. I wasn't really doing.
See?
And I just kind of, I don't want to be I don't want to be a pooper, I don't want to be a pooper and things, but come on, the year is what you make of it. Don't it's too much, all this, new year, new you. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a bit of a Grinch about it.
Yeah. It's been years since I've set New Year's resolutions.
Do you even stay up?
I never stuck to them, so I stopped making them, and I feel better for it.
Yeah, just stop making them. Yeah,
I'm not disappointing myself anymore.
Yeah, I will iron my clothes. You know, stuff like that, right? No, is that not one of yours? No.
What sort of New Year's resolutions do you think I made?
That's,
I will not iron my clothes this year. I'm teaching you.
No, don't do resolutions, says Barry. Exactly. I feel like that Z says Babs. Always thought each year would get better, but somehow it doesn't happen. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know. And Tracy says she's skeptical. But I think it's more it comes from inside, doesn't it? Like, whether you're going to have you know, like, there's that saying, like, when you wake up in the morning, you decide whether you're about to have a great day or a terrible day. Like, it's your decision as to whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, because happenings happen, like, stuff happens to people, doesn't it? And I think it's always, you know, there's that, like, I love cliched sayings. It's not what happens, but it's how you react to it or that defines you, right? It's not what happens, happenings happen, but it's how you react, what you do about it that's the really important thing. Because stuff happens, isn't it? Like, you know, it's going to be New Year tomorrow. Now, whether tomorrow is a good day or not really comes down to your attitude and your mood and things like that. So, you know, I kind of, I feel that's how I feel about it. I mean, I don't know. Before the year is over, I have to make a batch of cat food. Not many people can say that, says the Veranda Files. What do you feed your cats, Veranda Files? We just feed what do we feed our cats? She just gets that.
She has, like, dry food.
Dry,
and then,
yeah,
like,
we just give her that dry food.
Sometimes we give her, like, a bit of meat.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Tam and Belle have got a ludicrous suggestion. Eat less cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Why would I do that? Like, you know, I'm just trying to think of a reason.
That's probably not going to happen.
I actually can't think of a reason to eat less cheeseburgers. I can think of reason to eat more cheeseburgers, but not to eat less. No. Sorry, Tam and Belle, being struck off with that comment. Hope you are well, Maryland's as well. Thank you for popping in. BCP is sharing Tracy's channel, definitely. Barry says Z is as slim and fit as a racing snake, just like Terry Wogan used to claim to be. A racing snake. That sounds pretty good. Nice Life Richard says, I can't wait to see the back of 2021. It's been a terrible year, so just hope 2022. But that's the thing, Richard. It's about how, like, obviously you've had some really naff stuff happen to you this year, to say the least, understatement of the century. But, like, next year, if you don't kind of, like, decide to kind of be positive about it, because you've got lots of reasons potentially to not be positive because of the horrible stuff that's happened, so much comes down to you, doesn't it? Like, there's so many times where you can feel down about stuff when bad stuff happens to you as a human. It's so easy to just go with that emotion.
Yeah, but you've got to process stuff as
well.
You've got to process stuff.
You do. So. Yeah. So it's a really hard one, because I feel like it's a human condition thing, you know, like stuff happens to you, and how are you going to, like, respond to that stuff? And I think, like, the new year in a way is kind of just, it's just like a little mark in the sand, as it were. But if you don't have that different attitude, it was just going to be the same, I think. And I think that's how we feel, like, how I feel about it. Because like I said earlier, the years just end. They seem to be very similar, don't they? Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
with the pandemic,
I would say the last 2 years have been very, very similar. Like, well,
and what's going to happen with all this new?
Is anything going to happen?
Yeah.
Well, it's wrong to say they've been similar. Like, overall, they've seemed similar. Like, personally, like, other stuff has, like, happened and gone by and everything like that. Like, for me, the start of this year was really, really awful. Really rubbish. I was in a really awful place. Like, just mentally, from the job I had. That obviously changed in April when I walked out of my job. I'm a lot happier now. I've got other stresses, definitely. But do you know what? I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change what's happened this year, because it's, you know, overall it's been okay.
We're exactly. And, you know, there are definite stresses with the shop, etc. But. You kind of, like you said, it's better than what you were doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so you've got to look at it in that respect. And going into next year, I don't know. I almost feel like sometimes you're meant to have plans and you're meant to have goals and.
Well, I think like we've got plans for the business definitely, and you know, like personal wise, I don't think we kind of neglect it, but we don't really think about it a great deal.
Not
at the moment, we're very much focused on the business. So that's what.
Richard Down says hi. Marilyn says, is there a reason why I'm seeing subtitles on your video?
No,
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
I'm not sure why that is.
It might be something we've done. I don't know. If you're seeing it, then I don't know.
Derek said at the meetup that Z was munching a kebab when he called into the shop on the way down, and he didn't want to interrupt it.
Zahir was eating a kebab.
It wasn't. I didn't feel interrupted. It was fine.
We were eating at the shop because we were. Yeah, we were doing a late night, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were working till 8 that night.
Yeah, which, to be honest, we're not going to be doing going forward.
We're really not. It just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
If we're honest.
Right. What else are people saying? Resolution. So if you're not doing resolutions, name a resolution that your partner should make. Nah.
No.
Because then he's putting pressure on each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, I think, like, do you know what? If you want to change has got to come within yourself. I feel that. I used to smoke, and I smoked for many, 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 many years, and you didn't like it, and you kept telling me to quit, and I kept trying to quit, but it wasn't until I was ready and I spoke to a doctor, and then he scared the crap out of me that I actually quit.
Yeah.
And so
you didn't listen to me?
I didn't listen to you.
Yeah.
And I kind of listened to the doctor because he did.
Because he was a doctor.
Yeah, because he was a doctor.
It's a good move.
He scared the hell out of me, and
how did he do that?
No, I
just
don't
come
know.
out from under the table.
I think it was just like. Do you know what? It was like his. I think it was
when you said
she
scared the crap out of me, I imagined him jumping out dressed as a big cigarette from under the desk.
No, but it was like what he said within the chat. I can't even remember what he said within the chat.
Yeah, you can't.
But I remember coming out like absolutely in tears.
Yeah.
And going, I'm
just
never touching a cigarette again.
And that was it. She just quit. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
And the thing is, I had tried like with patches and stuff like that, but I don't know. He managed to do it in a 10-minute chat with me.
Andrew C247 says, Happy New Year from Ireland, Beckensy. Let's hope that the online sales for all of us are good in 2022. That is something definitely that we can hope for. I really hope that they're great for you as well, Andrew. BCP has just shared my TikTok. Yeah, I do have a TikTok. And he has shared my Twitch.
As well. Thank you.
Yeah, just so you know, in case you don't know, Only Cool Stuff there, twitch.tv/onlycoolstuff if you want to see some high level Halo action. I'm a Halo god pretty much. Wouldn't you agree, huh? Yes?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't.
Homemade chicken blend. Dry food is very unhealthy for cats. It's hard making. Oh, I didn't know that, Veranda Files. Something I need to look into. Shell's World, thank you for popping in, Shell. Happy New Year as well. It's like drinking with Z and Bex. You pair are so jolly. If not drinking, I'll have what you're having. We're not actually drinking. We're not actually drinking. This is I feel rested.
That'll be your nap.
That'll be my nap. In case you haven't seen. In case you haven't seen.
Can I just... I'm just going to point this out, right? I actually went for a nap as well.
So you napped upstairs. Napped.
But I'm not stupid enough to nap on the sofa with the dog.
Yeah, but look at him.
When people can walk around with their cameras.
Look at his little face. That's just right on my butt cheek there.
Look his little face.
Oh, his little face. He's so adorable. So yeah.
Right, anyway.
So we're well rested, basically.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
Marilyn's hit the CC button at the bottom of the screen to turn it off. Oh, okay. Back almost at 500 subs.
Again?
The Steve Green Adventure says, tomorrow's a new day. Going to be less of an awful person, exercise more, quit drinking and fizzy pop, and stop comparing myself. You know what? That's not a bad set of ideas or goals to have. I suppose, instead of calling them resolutions, people call them goals, they call them whatever. But it's the good aims to have. Very good aims to have. Definitely comparing yourself, like they say, I love the good saying, was it comparison is the thief of joy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, so that you definitely don't want to compare yourself. Just don't care. Just don't care. You just need to get, you need to reach like a level of just don't care. Like literally just, you know, I honestly don't even care what I'm doing, you know. that's
We've got a bit of an issue there then.
No, I want to do well, obviously, but I don't, like, at the end of the day, right?
No, please don't do this. I don't want you on my lap.
He's such an adorable
I don't want you on
doge.
my lap.
Okay. It's not that I don't, you know what I mean? Oh, you're rubbing my hand. No, I was just stroking the dog's hair. And no, of course I care. But I like, at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? You know?
Yeah,
Like, I feel like even if stuff doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world, you know? Like, that's when I say, like, you know, don't care, you know? Osti, you couldn't be less of a person than you are already. Oh, legs, that's just brutal, man. I wouldn't take that. All right, Tracy, how are you seeing the new year in? Asks Shell. Well, Shell, I hope you have a good new year as well. I hope you see it in nicely. Yeah, I lost the chat.
There we go. We're around here somewhere.
Subbed Beck, didn't know you had a channel to tell me about.
Yeah, I haven't uploaded anything on it for over a year.
Yeah, just unsub Tam and Bell. She's not gonna pay.
I will eventually.
Oh, look, there you go.
Don't you dare, man.
Do you see that reverse psychology in action, guys? High level. See that?
I'm not talking to you, mister.
You have to talk to me. Happy New Year, Shelley. Nice to see your video update recently. Thanks, Legs. Hashtag good stee. Question: how many honky tonks and squiggle fish in 2021? Can you name each sale? We had far too many sales to be able to name them.
Did. We really did. We sold quite a lot off. And to be fair, right,
we did a stock take.
We did a count of it today, right?
On.
And we have worked out we've got enough for 10 more bundles
of the carry case
play set and figures, and then we're going to be left with a bunch of figures, and then we've got an idea of how to get rid of those. So we're nearly done with the squiggle fish.
We had so many.
He's doing all right.
Honky Tonk's okay.
Since we've broken him down, right? So we sell him in the shop. We've got boxed ones in the shop. Okay, they sell, which is good. And then we're selling him loose, and we sell him loose on eBay. And you can buy his guitar loose because that sells as well. So he's doing all right as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we're
but
pretty.
Yeah, there was too many to count.
Too many to name.
If I'm
too many.
honest.
Just too many.
Yeah.
You can, by the way, pick yourself up a nice swiggle fish bundle with the carry case, playset, and 2 figures for just $17.99 off our website. So check it out. You know, it's a bargain. Just with 2 figures, that is. What else? Pleasant Valley Picker, PvP, thank you for popping in, Will. Tom Stock says, do you sell some products on Etsy? Nope, we don't. We probably should, but we don't. Been looking for Pokemon booster pack distributors, very low profit margins. Yes.
Oh, they certainly are.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't make much on Pokemon, if we're honest.
Or on any wholesale.
Yeah.
It's like, I think with Pokemon, what happened was that obviously it's been in a bubble recently. So it looked like it was really easy money, but things have come back down to earth now. So it's flipping booster boxes, etc. It's just not worth it. Like if I'm honest, like it's just not. You're not gonna make in the short term. It's not gonna work out for you, because prices are not, crazy, and they're not gonna give you humongous margins.
No, they're not.
Yeah, just saying. Sorry I missed the first part. Didn't think you'd be on New Year's Eve. No need to be sorry. Right. We didn't know we were going to be on.
We didn't know we were going to do
we
this,
just decided to pop on, yeah. And excuse my fat fingers. Started on the bubbles too, says Shells. Hi, everybody, says the Coalface. Hey, Coalface. All the best for 2022, indeed. Bex doesn't listen to Z. There's a surprise. Not, says Barry.
I don't listen to you.
Well done for breaking the cycle, Bex. /broking. I mean, you did that.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah, it was years ago, but it's something you've stuck to, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. In it to flip it, Z takes Beck's life-changing meeting with the doctor and turn it into a cartoon moment. Yeah, but it's just, just imagine like a giant. He's dressed up like a.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I'm glad he did whatever he did and said whatever he did.
You just don't like the fact that it was the doctor I listened to and not you.
No. You know what? You listen to the right person. It is clearly. Thoughts on Etsy? I have no idea.
I have no idea because we haven't. Like,
it's never been something.
On Etsy and
I've never been attracted to it. I think it kind of attracts people that like are into like the whole the whole vintagey or handmade crafty type thing. I thought it might be of interest to you more because of the crafting element of it.
I'm
because people that make things
I'm
sell.
probably more interested in it than you are, and yeah.
But in terms of business, it's not really something that's.
No, it's not something that we've been able to kind of. I don't think we've been able to use really.
I mean, I know you can sell vintage goods on there so like retro stuff. But yeah, it's just not something that we've really gotten like heavily into personally. Like, not really giving it a chance, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that people do well on it, and you can do some smart things on it. Like, we know a few people that are doing some unique products. Like, I think it would be cool to do unique products with. I think it's great to. As an, I know some people sell just like vintagey stuff on there as well, like stuff. I think it's anything older than 20 years, right? So I think that's.
I don't know.
I think that's what they count. Yeah, I think they literally think anything older than 20 years old is vintage. So if it's older than 20 years old, you can technically list it on Etsy now, which is kind of like, well, that means stuff from 2001 is now like vintage. So anything from 2001 and before, technically you could list on there. But I don't know. It's a bit. It's not something we've really looked into, but it's definitely a growing platform. So yeah, worth checking out. Dave says, "Is the dog snoring?" He may have been.
He may have been, but it's not.
He does snore. He does.
Oh, he's grumbling.
Yeah, he grumbles.
Like,
he snores.
He like grunts.
Yeah, grunts.
It doesn't really bark much.
Yeah, he's not really a big barker unless someone comes to the door. That's the only time he barks.
He howls.
Yeah, he howls at us.
If we've left him too long for a W.
Yeah, a W, then yes.
Then, yeah, he howls.
Exactly. Evening, Happy New Year, says the Monkey Thrifter. Dave the Gen is in the chat as well. We said in it to flip it. Susie is in as well. Thank you so many people for popping in. It's so nice. Question, Z, what do you use to edit your YouTube videos? It's called DaVinci Resolve, and it's free on. It's free basically. That's why I like using it. It's incredibly powerful if you're that way inclined. It can do some really fancy stuff, but I use it because it's free and it's just yeah.
And it's what
Did I say it's free?
Yeah, I think you said it was free.
It's free. The free feature is a good feature. It's got loads of features in it. Loads of good. I just don't use them, but you. It
confuses me when I look at it.
It's amazing.
But I'm used to using like the.
It's super quick to cut and edit. Use some like movie
studio like that. Yeah, exactly. I used to use. So looking at what you use confuses me.
Steve can take it as his legs. Let's see what else the chat is saying. Wow, it's jumpy a little bit there. Okay. BCB sharing Shell's channel. Happy Hogmanay. Tammin Bell says the Monkey Thrifter. Nice Scottish touch, Peter, says Tammin Bell. Alf resting on Z's butt cheek makes sense. Z's butt cheek is more ample padding than most cushions. Very true. Yeah. Very true. Question: if you had unlimited space / funds, can you imagine, hon? Unlimited space / funds. Oh, right now that would be really good. What items would you get in? Question to each of you, regardless if they agree. Okay, you go in. What would you sell if you had literally?
I want to get into more merch.
No, like imagine if it was
I'm
Spaceland.
thinking about the shop. Yeah. No, I'm thinking about the shop.
Unlimited funds and space.
Yeah, I'm thinking all about the shop. It would just be more merch.
Okay, I would go for the massively expensive premium format statues. You know the ones that cost like $3,000 and shit. Like
this is why, right? There's two of us in this business, right?
Yeah.
You go from that extreme. I think merch it sells. It's space-wise, we could really like pack it
full-size endoskeleton.
This one
Terminator.
is like, and when I say merch, I'm thinking more along the lines of I want to bring in like t-shirts and hoodies and things like that into the shop.
Yeah,
this year.
I'd go for massive.
And I want to bring in some jewelry as well because I've seen some
jewelry.
really cool jewelry and some really cool like bags as well.
Yeah, we're very different. We're very different.
That is what I would like to focus.
See, I just think
massively
unlimited space and funds, and you choose
and he goes
merch.
big statue.
I'd get the big. They do this huge endoskeleton from Terminator 2 where he stood on skulls and stuff. It's like $6,000 or $10,000, something stupid like that. Huge, full size metal, and oh come on, how could you not want that in your life? Can you imagine? And his eyes turn on red as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just amazing.
Yeah. So there we go. Very different answers for you.
I try to get overall 30 to 40% ROI on items. I import some stuff. Yeah, we don't get anywhere near that on our wholesale stuff, if I'm honest, Tom. What else? The Reseller Kid says, good evening. Hi, Reseller Kid. Hope you have a happy new year. Really nice to see you on the last day of 2021. Seems the year flew by. Glad it's over though. I hope 2022 it brings better things. Yeah, we all do, don't we? Everyone hopes that, but as I've said, it's got to come from inside. It's got to come from inside. I think it's one thing I've been learning over the past, like on a serious note, like the importance of attitude is like, you know what, life is all mind over matter. It really is. Like 99% is just, this is how your head processes stuff in front of it. That's the difference. Whether you're going to have some people some people will have in their heads had a great 2021. Why is it that we're all hoping for a better 2022? Like was 2021 the most awful year ever? And it's all perceptions. It's all it's all how you process stuff that's happened to you, how you react to it. I really feel I'm almost trying to sell myself on this, to be honest, because I feel like I want next year to obviously be better, bunny ears, but I kind of feel like, but this year was good. I was alive this year. I've been healthy overall. That's a win in itself.
Yeah, I mean, I always come at it from the angle that you've always got to appreciate what you've got right now, because if you can't appreciate what like the good things that you've got going on in your life right now, how are you ever gonna enjoy stuff if some really great things happen in your life?
Yeah,
and that's the way I always kind of go at it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you've got to appreciate what you've got now, otherwise you're not going to be able to appreciate what comes later, and that's something you've been saying to me a lot.
Yeah,
and
I say that a lot to you.
So. New Year's resolution: give Etsy a chance. A lot of new stuff on Etsy. Maybe.
We'll look into it. We'll see.
I gone with the tried and tested methods of selling phone cases, phone holders, controller skins, thumb grips. Yeah, I mean that stuff works. Could he go to see the same doctor for a cheeseburger chat? I don't want to.
Do you know what? It was many years ago, and he's probably not practicing anymore.
What if he came out from under the desk as a big cheeseburger trying to eat me?
Do you know what? Can you just be serious?
I'm serious. It's in my mind now. You can sell parts on Etsy. It may be an avenue for RC parts, says Michelle. I used to make handmade wood boxes, says Pleasant Valley. So Z is vintage, and I am vintage, definitely. Thank you for answering, says Maryland's. I still want my Beck and Z coffee mugs, says Pleasant Valley. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day in the future. Not likely, but there we go. The Veranda File says, I recently found that a favourite tea shop in the next state over sells an East Frisian tea blend. I'm from East Frisia in Germany, so I'm super happy. Got my first batch yesterday. Great year end. Wow, Veranda Files.
That's cool.
Sounds cool. Leanne asks, Z and Beck, are you going to the trade shows that are coming up, or do you not need to? We probably need to. Yeah. But we probably can't afford to.
Yeah. It depends on cash flow, if we're honest.
Yeah, I think
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's basically the situation. We probably need to. I think it can only be a positive to go to trade shows and things at the moment in terms of making new like contacts and finding new products. But like right now, it's kind of like, you know, squeaky bum time. T-shirts would be a good shout on popular movies. Yep, both are good answers. Merch, endoscales. Thank you, Dave. How would I not want it in my life because it costs 10 bloody grand? Yeah, okay, you know, it's not cheap, but it'll be amazing. Very interesting. I've just ordered a book on enoughism. What? I don't even know what that is. T-shirts, movies, classic album covers. Yeah, how you react. Yes, very true. Count your blessings. Still some things I need to improve. Yeah, I think on a serious note, like that thing that Beck said to me, I sometimes am ungrateful, or the things I say come across as if I'm ungrateful for what we have achieved, because I'm always looking at what we could achieve instead of what we have achieved. Because I'm always I think out of us two, I'm definitely quite hard on, believe it or not, despite the jokey facade and exterior, I'm actually probably harder on us than you are, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like way harder, to the point of being overly, like, unnecessarily hard. Like, I never appreciate what we have achieved. I never stop to take a moment to be like, okay, we've done X, Y, and Z. I'm always like, well, that X could be better this way, Y could be better this way. I'm never really satisfied. And I think that's one thing that Becca said to me, and I really want to work on, because I think it's true, is if I can't appreciate what we have achieved, I'm not then going to be able to fully appreciate any improvements that we do end up making. I'm not going to be able to appreciate what we then can get. And I think that's really important. I think,
you know what, like we've lost an income this year, and that's quite a big effect on your finances and everything like that.
You say? You think?
But do you know what? We're still here.
Yeah.
We're still surviving. We're still here trying to get our goal to work. And so far, it's working out.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm incredibly...
Whereas
I'm really, really proud of that.
Whereas I've just
fact.
been, like, getting mad about, like, we need to do more.
I look at the
of
shop
this.
and I'm proud of what we've achieved with it. I look at our sales on eBay and I look at how we've turned that around this year.
This year's so much better than last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I just think all those little things have actually added up, and you know, we're actually
take a moment to.
Yeah, you've got to appreciate those things that we are actually doing.
It's about self-improvement. It really is, because these are things that, like, it's almost like my reaction is almost like I don't have to think about it. It's a knee-jerk reaction to be like, oh, okay, so we've got the next thing. You guys have seen me jump from one idea to another. I'm always the next thing, because I'm never taking enough time, or I'm never pausing enough to just, and then I end up maybe not even doing the things that I have achieved. I think I always end up having that feeling maybe I could have done it better, because I'm not giving it enough time to appreciate it, and I'm jumping onto the next thing. Whereas you've come along and said this, and I'm like, actually, you do make a good point with that, and it's something I really want to work on. So on a serious note,
just enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy what we have done.
See where it heads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think so. I think. I mean, I know that's a bit of like a, quite a serious chat there. But I think it's important. We
went a little bit too serious there.
Yeah.
Should we just tone it down a bit?
It's the little thing, says Veranda Files. How you react, very true. Beck, you're asking us to be serious. Do you realise who you married as Pleasant Valley?
I do. He can be serious when he wants to be.
Dave says, I'm really thinking about my first visit to trade shows. I mean, with trade shows, it's a different ball game to, like, for example, we went to a toy fair, which basically was a bunch of dealers, a lot of them who just sell online, selling stuff that they can't sell or want to get rid of and cash in and bring into it. So it's kind of like a fancy car boot. You pay early entry, except everything is toys.
But
and
what you've got to bear in mind, not all of the sellers at toy fairs are like that. Some of them are going to be looking at trying to get the end buyer. Yeah. So, not everything is going to be for you if you're trying to get it at like a,
They're not selling at trade prices.
Yeah, they're not.
But
selling
some
at trade
people
prices.
were. Some people, if you were buying in the right
yeah, if
items,
you go to the right stalls with the right items, and
and we went to that, and now that's very different, and that's somewhere where we could even go and sell, because toy fairs, collectors go to toy fairs to buy stuff. Trade fairs is a different. Trade shows is a different thing. It's all about networking, finding contacts directly, getting new products, and it can really help, I think, put you on, add diversity and add strength to your business. But you need to have some. I feel like you don't want to go there with empty pockets. You want to go there with at least access to some capital. So if you do come across a deal or you do come across an opportunity, you can take advantage of it. There's nothing worse, I think, than seeing all this awesome stuff happening in front of you and not being able to take part in it. So that's kind of, I don't know. What do you reckon?
I probably agree with you, but also I think there's a lot to say from something like what got us into this direction in the first place was actually going to a Comic-Con.
Yeah, it was actually going to a Comic-Con. Yeah,
and the thing is, we went there as consumers because we were just there for like treating the girls, really, weren't we? It was one of their birthdays, so we were out enjoying our time. But it was really, really eye-opening as to like the business potential.
When we saw, like, literally, it was like the customers, like us, we were like zombies. Imagine a bunch of like nerds and fans all in one room, massive atmosphere, electric atmosphere. Everyone was hyped to spend money.
Absolutely.
On anything they could see, almost. It was almost feverish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And like, you were seeing stalls. Some of these stalls, dudes, honestly, wouldn't look out of place at a car boot. Some of the stalls were not, like, you'd think, because this was like the NEC in Birmingham. It was Birmingham Comic Con. It was like a big Comic Con. But some of the people that had stalls set out there, you could have seen them at a car boot. They weren't all like selling fancy, amazing pop culture stuff. Some of the stuff we were selling was really like just used toys in baskets and stuff. But they were taking money hand over fist. It was. And I think that was one of the things that really did kind of spark a lot of this, is like, and it's something we've not done, and I suppose this is something we aim to do is in the going year, is like, we've sold at car boots, obviously, but we want to start selling at toy fairs, and then eventually the holy grail would be to start selling at trade fairs. At Comic-Cons. That would be ideal. Like at the big Comic-Cons, I'd love to go to the big Comic-Cons and like sell there. But we're going to start with toy fairs at some point. But to do all of this, we need more stock. We need to have separate stock for that stuff. We probably need some kind of transport sorted. Like a van
the transport I'm not stressing about, actually. Because I'm like, we can hire a van and do it as a business expense if we need to. So I'm not like stressing about like vans and stuff like that. It's more like the levels of stock. I think we need to build up on that before we kind of start tackling.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Shell says enoughism is about being content with what you have rather than always striving for more. Yeah. Could be. Self-improvement is the key. I've wasted too many years. Now I'm trying to catch up. Need to be more focused in 2022. Ray, less live, more Halo. There will probably be Halo later. Trade shows also give you the insight to the next hot toy. Yeah, I can imagine. And PvP says, you've gotten much more focused and serious the last few years. A few years ago, you spent many hours dying in Fortnite. I now spend many hours wrecking in Halo, slaying in Halo. Not many hours. To be honest with you,
you do.
I am more focused, because at most I stream for like 2 hours. I think 2 hours is like my max. I tend to stream for like an hour in the evening or like 2 hours. So.
But that's your downtime, isn't it?
It is.
That's your like.
Yeah, it is. Happy almost New Year, everyone says Ray. Have a good one, Chip and Sunshine. Shell. Comic and sci-fi cons could be good money. Honestly, we've seen the results you can get, and it can be good. You've got to have the right product, obviously. Also consider becoming a distributor for some companies and auto ship programs when you are at a certain sales level. In the future, maybe, Ray. Yes. You can pick up brochures at NEC, get an idea of what is available, and contact them later when funds allow. My visits to trade shows changed my life and the type of business I got involved with. See, that's the thing, Leanne.
Yeah.
I get that feeling that they can be that influential and that powerful, because I think there's a reason why people travel literally to distributors and stuff we've spoken to a few businesses where they couldn't tell me enough. Like we once, finally, this was weird. This was a few years ago, before the shop or anything. We were walking out and we came across this guy who was walking his dog. And I don't know how we got talking to the point where he was telling us how it was worth going to China. Like because of his business, and he was legit. He wasn't just some crazy dude walking a dog making up crazy stories.
Yeah.
He legit did this, and he said it's a different ball game when you actually start going to distributors or going to the fair, because he was talking about the trade fairs in China. And because he knew what we were selling, like radio control and stuff, and he was like, you need to go to this trade fair in China. And he couldn't express enough the value of that. And I'm like, I can only dream of that at the moment, but I would love at some point to be able to go to a trade show somewhere like that, and or any trade show really at the moment, to get that contacts, to get that, just to get those connections, to get those ideas, and to see what's happening, because I think that's like the true next kind of level. But we're not even on the level like yet to be too focused on that, but it's something we can certainly keep in our head though, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that sounds really interesting, Leanne.
Yeah,
though.
that does.
Yeah, something I'm gonna do. PvP, doesn't he play Halo Infinite every night? Yes, I do. I play Halo Infinite every night, pretty much. Yes, it's been every night, hasn't it? Yeah. But that's because I see that as a business decision. I am becoming a pro Twitch streamer, as I've mentioned. I just need 75 average viewers. So if any of you do want to view my stream, it will be helpful. Currently, I'm on averaging about 2.5 viewers, I think. So only about 72.5 to go, and then I could become a Twitch partner. So yeah. I used to stay at the NEC for the whole week when I was a sign maker. Also had stands, but interesting what you're saying, says Dave Repairs. It's massive, Dave. It really is. It's a different kettle of fish. I always went to the international toy fairs in Las Vegas and New York, Javits Center. The China Toy Fair is huge. Never went, but international toy fairs are key to huge growth, says Ray. Yeah, all the trade fairs in general. That's where the real... There's a reason why people travel business class and go to all these... There's something about face-to-face, isn't there? There's face-to-face. Like, I reckon... Like, our relationships with some of our distributors would be 10 times better had I met them face to face at, like, you know, because obviously we started during all the pandemics, and
so
nothing's
we
been
haven't
happening.
even met any reps at all. And I think that we did like have an RC rep come to us a couple of times, but he stopped coming in.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
We bought like a handful of RCs from him, and then that's it. He's pretty like, oh, what TW is. No, he's not. He's a nice guy.
No, we told him exactly what we wanted from it. We were just like, look, it's not going to be fully... Yeah. RC's not going to be a big part of the shop. Yeah. You know, we might have a couple of units just to sell here and there. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and he was happy with that. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, it's huge. Like, business done face to face, in my opinion, and my opinion is unqualified. It means nothing, okay? So let me just preface what I'm about to say. My opinion doesn't mean anything to anyone but to me, and maybe Beck might care as well. But my opinion... might care. It's not even... In my opinion, face-to-face business is always going to be infinitely more powerful and, in the end, return better results for both parties than any... kind of business that you conduct online. I mean, we all see this. Like, why is it that
when you deal face to face with people, the interaction tends to be so much better. Like when you're face to face with people at a car boot, it's so much better than a deal done over Facebook Messenger, isn't it? Because you can emote that much better. You can actually communicate. You know, if communication is one of your strengths, you lose so much of it by having to just type words on a keyboard or on a phone. Whereas if you can communicate face to face, it's invaluable in comparison. In my humble opinion, which, like I said, means nothing to anyone but myself and possibly my wife. 75, you're at 80 here, Dave. On Twitch, they require 75 average viewers. Yeah, I'm on like 3 or 2.5 or something like that.
One of them a lot of the time is me.
Yeah, she doesn't even watch.
No, I'm normally knitting. Okay.
Knitting.
The other day you went to me, you know, you can chat in the Twitch chat, and I was like, yeah, but I'm knitting.
Isn't it enough that I watch this garbage?
Yeah, I'm knitting. Okay.
Tam and Bell, I guess he does. He streams it on Twitch. I think, yes, you need to get on Twitch. You need to get on Twitch, PvP. What's your Twitch name? I'll watch your Halo streaming, says Machine NZ. Oh, thank you. BCP, Bumcrack Picker, has just put the link in for Z, the Pro Twitch streamers channel. Thank you very much, BCP. Appreciate it. Yeah, face-to-face with reps. Take them to the strip club. I don't know what kind of reps you're dealing with, Dave. It's take them to the strip. You know. No, but it's different. I remember once when, like, we used to get wined and dined at Harrods, like when all the hi-fi reps used to come around. Yeah. They used to schmooze us so much just so that we'd
take you to some nice
places. Yeah, like Knightsbridge. Yeah. I've eaten at Knightsbridge restaurants courtesy of many hi-fi companies, just because they wanted to schmooze us so that we would pimp their hi-fi when some affluent customer walked in and said, yeah, I need a new system. They wanted us to think of them because they were like, hold on, the Kef guys took us to their anechoic chamber and gave us a full tour. Hold on, these guys took us and gave us lobster meals. Let's, it's stuff like that. So yeah, just something to think about. Make a note on your YouTube community tab when you are about to go on Twitch, says Michelle. That's a good point, Michelle. I completely forgot about that. There is super big bucks in anime. It's into the Hugh, anime is massive. Like, considering how small our town is and how low our footfall is, since we've started to get those anime figures in, we have just sold so many, haven't we? Like, they just, as soon as they come in, they sell. Like, really nice. We do these Bandai ones, like, you know, nice figures. I mean, even the guy that had an Allen key stuck up his butt because the stand wasn't there, he sold as well. So it's crazy. I don't have Halo, unfortunately, says PvP. Got to go, guys. Jesse steps up with FaceTiming. Happy New Year, Monkey Thrifter. Thanks for popping in. Your opinion is on point, says Ray. Oh, wow. Hey, Antoinette. Has Antoinette popped in? Antoinette has popped in. Evening. Thank you for popping in. What else are people saying? I wonder if you get double figures with Beck streaming Halo on Twitch. I don't think that's how it works. You know, people need to see high skill gameplay. You know, like mine. I'm really good, honestly.
I'll just be in a corner dying.
Oh, like me sometimes.
Yeah, I just don't. I just can't play Halo. I used to play Halo. I can't play Halo.
Face to face is more spontaneous. I flirt much better in person, says Will. Susie in it to Philip says, if you don't think face to face makes a difference, all you have to do is look at any online comment section. People are much better humans when face to face.
Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Susie. Yeah, 100%. Need to get one of those big Twitch people to host you, says Nadine. It's fine. We'll get there eventually. My pro streaming days will happen, I'm sure. If Z went to a strip club, Beck would end. Oh, I think you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think you would. I wouldn't go, just so you know.
Good.
Yeah, just saying. Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, 100%, 100% PvP. I got a anime shop next door, so can't go down that route, says Dave. There's always options, and it's all about how you do things. I think one thing I will say as well, before we sign off, I suppose, is like, you know, kind of when it comes to shops and competition, it's kind of very much like YouTube and stuff, where any video that you decide to put out has already been done.
Someone's already made it, or someone's ever done something similar, or whatever. Yeah.
But you haven't done it.
Exactly.
So, same with a shop. There may well be a shop there, but I reckon, this is the thing, because it's really easy but some people get really frustrated and worried when competition appears. Whether it's competition on the high street or competition online, and they get concerned, right? But you've got to have that belief that you're bringing something different just by the fact that you're doing it and not them. It's different. There might well be, someone might open. I would dare someone to open a pop culture shop next to us. I would dare someone to do it, because you know what? I reckon just from passion alone and just genuine actual interest alone, I reckon we would have the beating of pretty much most people that would turn up next to us, because they might think they're all into it, and that's great, but I think there's something to be said for salesmanship. There's something to be said for how you approach customers. There's so much to it. There's so many pieces. It doesn't actually worry me. And plus the fact that, we always see the shop as a bonus anyway. But my point is, I think there's so much more to it than just, you shouldn't be afraid of competition. No. I just don't think you should be. I think you genuinely need to be okay, they're doing the same thing I'm doing the same thing that they're doing, but it's different because I'm doing this, and it's me that brings the difference or something to, does that make sense? Yeah. Cool. Right. Happy New Year, everyone. Off to the last New Year party by Zoom I ever have to go to, not the same as in person.
Oh, we're going to enjoy.
Well, enjoy it. Thank you for popping in. Betty White has passed away, such a funny lady. Oh, it's a shame to hear, Nadine. Right, guys, we have been on for about an hour. Thank you so much for the 80-odd people that have popped in to say hi. I really do hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Enjoy, do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
Bring in the new year however you see fit.
And Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Happy New Year. We're probably going to be asleep before the new year comes in, knowing us. But thanks for popping in, and enjoy, and happy 2022 to everyone.